Welcome, everyone, to the Deep Dive, brought to you on the Tech AI podcast. Today, we're diving into something pretty exciting, Warp 2.0. This could really shake up how software gets built. Our goal here is to unpack the key stuff from the sources you've shared, give you the quick way to get up to speed on this new Agentic Development Environment, or ADE. So let's get into it.
Yeah, absolutely. What's really key here, I think, is that Warp 2.0 isn't just, another update. It's built specifically for a big shift we're seeing, moving from coding everything by hand to more like coding by prompt, working closely with AI agents.
Right, so it's not like other tools that just sort of tack AI onto an existing editor.
Exactly. They're saying those often feel bolted on. Warp 2.0 is meant to be native to this whole agentic way of working, a fundamentally different base.
Okay, so it's built for the future of coding, essentially. And it sounds like it's not just talk. Those performance numbers are pretty impressive. #1 on Terminal Bench, top 5 on SWE Bench Verified. What does that actually translate to for a developer day-to-day?
Good question. So Terminal Bench tests how well it automates command line stuff. SWE Bench looks more at solving like real software problems found in repositories. High scores there mean it's genuinely useful for practical tasks, often quite accurately. But beyond the raw scores, a big part is the agent management. You can run multiple agents at once.
Like having several AI assistants working in parallel.
Pretty much, yeah. And you're in control monitoring them. We're hearing developers using it heavily are saving maybe 6 or 7 hours a week. And there was that one consulting firm reported a massive 240% productivity boost.
Wow, okay, 240%. That's significant. And this empowerment idea seems tied to how it integrates features. You mentioned 4 capabilities in one app.
That's right. First up is code. It's pitched as a really advanced coding platform. Get this. Early testers apparently generated something like 75 million lines of code, and the acceptance rate was 95%.
95%. That's incredibly high.
It is. And even Warp's own code base, which is over 1 million lines of Rust, they say, was mostly built using their own agents. Plus, you can edit code diffs right inside Warp. No more constant app switching for reviews.
Okay, that's huge. What's next after code?
Then you have the agents themselves. They call them intelligent tasks. Could be fixing a bug, could be building out a whole feature. The key is developer control over, how autonomous they are.
So you decide how much leash the agent gets.
Exactly. You can fine-tune it. And managing these different agent tasks is built right into the interface, which is central to the whole idea.
Makes sense. Capability number 3.
The terminal. If you already know Warp's terminal, it's known for being pretty slick, almost IDE-like. Warp 2.0 keeps that, but adds universal input. So you can type regular commands or prompts for your agents in the same place. Very integrated.
Seamless flow between traditional work and AI work. Okay. And the last one
is Drive. Think of it as a shared brain, a knowledge store for your team and for the agents. It helps standardize things, provides context. That VP at Docker mentioned it helped them onboard new engineers a whole week faster.
A full week faster. That's a concrete benefit right there, driven by shared context. So bringing it all together, what's the underlying philosophy here? What does this mean for you, the developer listening?
Well, the core message seems clear. It's about making developers more powerful, not replacing them. The idea is agents handle the, let's say, less interesting parts, the routine stuff.
Freeing you up for the bigger picture, the complex problem solving, kind of like moving from assembly language to C, maybe. A higher level of abstraction.
That's a good analogy, yeah. It's about raising the level you operate at. And crucially, they stress control, transparency, and privacy. You get really granular permissions.
Like deciding if an agent can just automatically accept code changes.
Right. Or whether it can run commands on its own. You control that. And on privacy, they talk about zero data retention with the LLM providers, user control over sharing.
Yeah.
You can even turn off all the AI features if you want.
That level of control is definitely important. So wrapping up, it feels like this shift to coding by prompt, working with agents, is really just kicking off. It makes you wonder, what kind of new opportunities does this create? How might this actually change what we think of as a developer?
Yeah.
Something to think about. And if you found this deep dive valuable, maybe you learned something useful, please do like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support really helps us keep doing these. Thanks for tuning in.